34-year-old Maxwell Martinez stabbed a teenager near the Jamaica LIRR station. The incident reportedly happening back in August. 17-year-old was taken to the hospital and was last reported in stable condition. You can see video of the event on abc7ny.com. So the Bronx now police are searching for a trio involved in an armed robbery that happened around 4:30 a.m. Sunday at a deli on East Gun Hill Road. One suspect brandishing a gun and demanding money, another tying up two employees in the back, the third taking cash from the register. You can see images of these three on abc7ny.com as well. And Governor Cuomo ordering an investigation into Friday night's violent street brawl between the controversial Proud Boys and left-wing protesters. Video to see Sarah Lee Kessler, I believe.
It happened Friday night on Manhattan's Upper East Side. Video shows Proud Boy members meeting the protesters and calling them a gay slur after Proud Boys founder Gavin McInnes spoke at the Metropolitan Republican Club.
I hold the president responsible. When you start to demonize differences, you can create a fire that is out of control.
Governor Cuomo calling on the FBI to investigate the melee too. So far, 3 protesters arrested, but police say they're looking for other persons of interest. I'm Sarah Lee Kessler for 77 WABC News.
And Princess Eugenie's wedding wasn't the only momentous occasion for the royal family last week. It was also the day the newlyweds Newt and Duchess of Sussex told the Queen and other royals they are expecting. Here's correspondent Max Foster with reactions from London.
We're expecting around April. We believe the baby was conceived sometime over the summer after the wedding. We're going to fix the baby until it's born in spring. It'll be 7th in line to throne, and we don't even know if it's one baby. It's very privileged to know.
The Bristol Royals announcement comes as they begin their first royal tour together. The couple landing in Sydney, Australia this morning. They're going to go on to New Zealand, Fiji, and Tonga. And by the way, Fergie, who used to be the Duchess of York, she's actually Princess Eugenie's mother, she just tweeted something else. She actually tweeted it about maybe 30 minutes after the Kensington Palace made the announcement about the royal baby on the way. Congratulating her daughter once again. I think Fergie might be a little upset that the new Duchess of Sussex stole a little thunder, perhaps. Traffic and weather next. WABC News Time 11.
77 WABC with the new version in the morning.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. You're funding the MTA, the subway system. They're asking for a fare coming up after the beginning of the year. And it's the homeless who are now actually setting up encampments on the moving subway cars. And there's nothing that the MTA is willing to do to educate them.
Noon to 3 after quick plan before Saturday. Erectile dysfunction affects about 30 million men in the U.S. For some, popular pills like Viagra and Cialis may not be fully effective and only treat the symptoms of ED. But now there's a new alternative. Acoustic wave therapy is an FDA-cleared process that can be effective in treating ED. In fact, it has been used in Europe for years. There's no pain, needle, surgery, or medication. Acoustic wave therapy is totally safe and non-invasive. It is proven to help with the formation of new blood vessels for men with vascular disorders associated with ED. That means many men can expect to experience firmer and more sustainable erections, increased sensitivity, and improved performance. Put a charge back in your sex life. Call the Wellspire Medical Group at 201-425-0600. That's 201-425-0600. Conveniently located in Paramus, New Jersey, just off Routes 4 and 17. Call 201-425-0600 or visit edwavetherapy.com for more information. This report is sponsored by Staples. During Staples printing event, you can save $100 on the S1220017 with up to 2 years ink in the box. Plus, trade in your old printer and get another $50 off. Offer ends 10/2018. Up to 2 years of ink and no hassle. Printing now at Staples.
Here is Tom Note with your traffic check.
From the RateCasino.com Traffic Center, we lead off actually with some good news. If you're heading north on Route 1 and 9, no more diversion in Linden. An accident investigation that shut the highway for several hours by Spinal Street is finally wrapped up. All lanes are open. There's ongoing emergency work in Jersey. If you're heading east on Route 78, realize this work is blocking the exit ramp on the Route 287 north at exit 29. You need to go north. The first thing to send you south is going to pull you. It's creating a backlog. Speaking of backlog, quite a one developing on the upper deck of the George Washington Bridge. Halfway across South Jersey, an accident blocks 3 and 4 lanes, over the far left lane open. Got at least a half-hour wait and growing as a whole. If you're not driving a truck aimed downstairs. The usual construction delays on both decks coming back to Jersey, creating the usual backlog on the Cross Bronx and Muskegon. The belt is jammed in Brooklyn, heading east between Coney Island Avenue and Knapp Street, a lane of construction. Delays back past Bay Parkway. From the RateCatina.com traffic center, I'm Tom Luke on 77 WABC. Here's Channel 7, Bill Evans with the forecast.
Showers going to be occurring off and on today. Not looking at a lot of them. So the temperature will be pretty low too. If you need a raincoat, you need an umbrella, extra water for the shelter today. It's a cloudy day today. The high will be 67 degrees this afternoon. And we're going to totally wind tonight around 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. We'll get thunderstorm moving through with a cold front. And the low should drop down to about 48 overnight. Watch out for thunderstorms between 9 p.m. and midnight. And then it's brisk and windy and chilly. The wind goes northwest tomorrow and sunshine with a high of 58. It may feel more like 50 with the wind. It's really windy on Wednesday too with sunshine and a high of 50. This is meteorologist Northern 77 WBC where he goes.
If Lauren grew up thinking that she is Native American by heritage, who are we to say that she is not?
Exactly right. If Bradley Manning grew up thinking he was Bradleyna Manning, who are we to judge? That was, of course, Melissa Harris-Perry on the MSDNC. She also said that Rachel Dolezal is black because she thinks she's black. They're not well, these people. Doing a little more research here from the Marty Research Department. Great stuff in this Boston Globe story, which they've already corrected once because they all did their math wrong. Where's the DNA guy? Didn't he give the percentages? We got to leave it to news reporters to come up with complex mathematical formulas that they're obviously not up to. So they had to go back and change it. So they've newly updated, and also somebody in the comments says they think they might have gotten the first number wrong too. If you go 6 generations back, that's going to be more than 1/32nd, because you'd be 1/32nd if it were 5 generations back. Now, I'll let them sort out the math on that. I'm busy doing other things right now. But all the news media, CNN and all of them, they're saying, oh, yeah, at least, she is 1/512th Native American. Then they had to go back and double that. It's more like 1,024th, which is not an easy fraction to articulate, I've got to say. But listen to this, because it gets better. In the Boston Globe piece itself, which is a fluff job, a total fluff job behind the curtain. Here's what they write, buried in the piece. Detecting DNA for Native Americans is particularly tricky because there is an absence of Native American DNA available for comparison. This is in part because Native American leaders have asked tribal members not to participate in genetic databases. To make up for the dearth of Native American DNA, the researcher, Bustamante, used samples from Mexico, Peru, and Colombia to stand in for Native Americans. So what they used is not even Native American. I was noticing that there's no mention of Cherokee here, and there is no mention of the word Cherokee in the DNA testing anywhere here. Turns out they're not even using Native Americans from the contiguous 48. They're using Mexico, Peru, Colombia. Peru and Colombia are on another continent. Now, saying that she has 1/1000th of a microbe flowing through her bloodstream from someone that may be related to someone from Peru 10 generations ago is not exactly turning her into, George over here.
She's not even Pocahontas.
The whole thing of the show is wackadoodle. President Trump was asked about it on the South Lawn of the White House today, and he was headed out to the helicopter. He's headed down to Florida, the panhandle of Florida, to look at the hurricane damage there from Hurricane Michael, and he'll be attacked for it probably. He better not toss paper towels at him when he was saying, hey, toss me those paper towels, because you know how the news media despises that. President Trump was asked about Elizabeth Warren. There were a couple of questions about Elizabeth Warren's DNA. One of them was President Trump months ago was quipping he was doing his live President Trump, what, are you going to give him $1 million? No, you took the DNA test. And he's like, yeah, go back and read what I said, you half-wit. There were more words than there. These guys, there's not a lot of honesty in this city. So President Trump asked about it in the South Lawn of the White House with the helicopter Marine One warming up behind him. You better read it again. You said you'd give her $1 million. Who cares? I love the who cares. She took a DNA test and she found that she might be 1/1000th Peruvian Indian. Because great-grand Mama, what did she call it? Mama, I think it was Mama. Because great-grand Mama was climbing Machu Picchu when she met a mysterious Indian man. With a glint in his eye that was irresistible. And ever since then, Elizabeth Warren has had high cheekbones. That's what that's all about. All right, I tell you, this first man thing, it is wow. I'm torn on whether to go see the movie or not. I want to, but I do this for a living, so I can come in and make fun of it better if I saw it. I can't make fun of it if I don't see it. I can't push the joke. I push the clips they release, the photos they release, which evidence for the most part of any evidence of the United States of America in that feed. Let's go. I've got a lot of audio to get to, but let's go to a phone call. Let's go to Andre in Annandale, Virginia. Andre, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Chris. Hey, I wanted to mention with your Senator Warren story, I know it's a breaking story, but I think most major media has buried the lead. I think what's important in this story is that how she got into Harvard and took a minority select position and rode that wave through to finality. And as a senator now, she's claiming charity. And what I think the story is that under the United States law, under the Indian Reorganization Act of 1934, that it's the only minority group you have to prove yourself to be part of. And they do that through what's called a blood quantum. And the blood quantum typically is 1/4 or 1/2 to get into most native nations. Now, charity is a bit different. With charity, you have to have a direct descendant from the citizenship rules of Oklahoma statehood in 1907. So through a federal census conducted with the Cherokee Nation, as it was moved by the nation's first Democrat president under the Trail of Tears, went to Oklahoma and resettled. But in 1907, there are citizenship rules, and unless Senator Warren can connect to one of the persons listed on those rolls, Cherokee Nation will not recognize her. So how she got into Harvard and rode that minority position, I think, is the true story. It's not the fact that she had some parcel of blood, 1,024. I think the fact is that she took a minority position from a true Cherokee.
Yeah.
That's the headline.
Now, Andre, you seem to know a lot about this. Why would you know so much about this?
I am the Government Affairs Officer for the Native American Guardians Association, which you can find at naguardians.org. And we are an organization, national organization, that protects and defends Native American history, culture, and icons. For instance, we help schools, universities, sports teams that have positive representations of Native Americans maintain them, such as the Fighting Sioux, which lost their logo in the University of North Dakota, despite the Sioux Nation voting to keep it. It was a gift to the university in 1969 by ceremony. It was supposed to last forever. And a group of white liberal professors rallied with the NCAA support and got rid of the name despite the call to maintain it by the Nation.
Breaking another treaty.
Yes, indeed.
Another agreement. You're the director of the organization, so you know whereof you speak on all of these matters.
I am a director. I work for a Navajo, and an Abenaki is our vice president. And we are nationwide, and we work on saving high schools and promoting Native American history. As Native American history is more and more not being taught in American public schools.
Right.
And it connects us to our past. Matter of fact, by congressional resolution, I believe in 1988, Congress and Senate passed the the history that the U.S. Constitution is based primarily on Native American law. Most people do not know that. Matter of fact, Senator Warren's home state, Massachusetts, is named after the Massachusetts tribe, which is actually also a language group, a sub-language group. So it's amazing. She sits in the middle of a rich Native American historical state from which the Redskins came from. They were originally named in 1933 and played in Fenway Park. There's an amazing history that America seems to be not hearing, and I think Senator Warren would do well to promote true Native American history, maintain positive identification of Native American history, and apologize for taking that minority slot, unless she can tie herself to the Oklahoma 1907 citizenship role, which I'm going to say right now, I'll bet you $1, you like to say, I'll bet you can.
Yeah, and look, they're going to consider this the box check requirement satisfied. The news media will now pretend that she has proven by DNA tests that she is part Native American and that everything that she said has been true all along, and it justifies her slot at Harvard and the promotions and the trotting her out for fundraising events and all that stuff. Now, they did go and get a bunch of Harvard faculty people to claim that they never presented her as a Native American. They got 31 Harvard Law School faculty members to sign on to this BS because that's what they do.
You gotta protect your own.
Yeah, it's who they are. It's what they do. They're very tribal, you know. And I don't mean Native Americans, I mean lefties. I'm talking about lefties. Andre, thank you for the very informative call.
You're welcome, Chris. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. Thanks, Andre. That was great stuff. Let's go to soundbite number one. Let's go to President Trump last night with his old pal Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes, the CBS News program. I watched it. I watched it with my best girl, taking notes throughout, having a good time. The first question to the president was this:
Do you still think that climate change is a hoax? Look, I think something's happening, something's changing, and it will change back again. I don't think it's a hoax. I think there's probably a difference, but I don't know that it's man-made.
And that was question number. It's the gotcha. It's the agenda. It was a shopping list of left-wing pet causes. The questions were, and she went down them in order and interrupted him constantly. No fluff job. He's not a Democrat. I sent my brother a text last night. 60 Minutes, 60 Minutes did an interview with President Trump. Here are the most damning portions. Because that's what they do. That's who they are. They're the Democrat Party masquerading as 60 Minutes.
You know, I was thinking, what if he said, no, I've seen the hurricane situation and changed my mind. So really was climate change, and I thought, wow, what an impact. I'm not saying now it's climate change, but it could very well go back.
Wouldn't it be great if you just came over to the Democrat Party's way of thinking? If you just became a Democrat right now, and it's the worst storm ever. It's not the worst storm ever. I don't know where these people get their news, but they are mamma jamma.
They say that we had hurricanes that were far worse than what we just had with Michael. Who says that? They say. But what about the scientists who say it's worse than ever?
Well, you should check your scientists, you halfwit. Pause this for a second. I love this. Yeah, and she's still hammering away at the global warming thing. Honestly, Hurricane Michael had the fourth strongest winds of any hurricane on record. In terms of strong winds, number 4 in hurricane. All right, and 1938 Long Island Express. Never mind all that. But I love this. Leslie Stahl, as a political activist, is cajoling, like somebody reported in the White House briefing room and saw an April riot, trying to extract pledges and commitments from the President of the United States to come over to their position on things. Look at this. Will you pledge to me right now, as though I am a religious deity, that you will not fire Robert Mueller, whom we praise and worship because we believe he's going to get you?
Will you pledge?
They're walking.
That you will not shut down the Mueller investigation? I don't pledge anything. But I will tell you, I have no intention of doing that. I think it's a very unfair investigation because there was no collusion of any kind.
Pledge.
There is no collusion. I don't want to pledge. Why should I pledge to you? If I pledge, I'll pledge. I don't have to pledge to you, but I have no intention of doing it.
Well, put a pledge to me. Come on, you got to pledge to me. I'm the pledge one. You have to pledge to me. You know, my fraternity pin. Should we go up to Moonlight Creek? What do you want to pledge? Are you out of your mind? What is the matter with you people? That's our news media. Hey, if you or someone you're close to suffer from leg or foot cramps, you know how painful and disruptive they can be. Muscle cramps can jolt you out of a sound night's sleep or interrupt your daily life. Well, listen carefully, because I recently learned about TheraWorks Relief. TheraWorks Relief is a non-greasy foam that is proven to relieve muscle cramps fast and reduce muscle soreness. Plus, with daily use, TheraWorks Relief can prevent muscle cramps before they start, so you can enjoy a full night's sleep or jump into the activities you love to do without worrying about it. TheraWorks Relief only takes couple of minutes to apply, absorbs quickly, and it works. People love the results. You've probably seen Dr. Drew Pinsky on TV talking about TheraWorks Relief, and many of my colleagues in radio are also talking about TheraWorks Relief. Now, the holiday season's just around the corner, so if you know someone who suffers with muscle cramps or muscle soreness, I can't think of a better gift.